Hi, do you want to know how Earth is doing right now? A look into the increasing number of carbon emissions and its effects will show you that climate change is real and it is happening as we speak. Scientific evidence for the warming of the climate system is unequivocal. Even though a huge part of society chooses to ignore these facts and proof brought to them by science, what we cannot ignore is the proof that we live through on a daily basis. With all those things in mind, let's take a look at the carbon emissions into the atmosphere. It is important for everyone to understand that the main contributing factor to climate change and global warming is carbon dioxide. According to NASA, for millennia, atmospheric carbon dioxide has never been above 300 parts per million. That is this line right here in the graph. Where we are now is 420 parts per million. That is a rise in 120 parts per million in the last 70 years since 1950. All the fingers are pointed at humans as the main reason for this rising trend. As you can see, because of the heat-trapping nature of carbon dioxide and other gases, there is no question that the increased level of such gases must cause the Earth to warm up. There are major side effects of Earth's warming up for you to consider. The planet's average surface temperature has risen about 1.62 degrees Fahrenheit since the late 19th century, as a study from NOAA indicates. Data gathered from NASA shows that the warming occurred in the last 35 years, where year 2016 was the warmest year on record. Another side effect of climate change is the melting of the ice caps all around the world. Data from NASA's Gravity Recovery and Climate Change Experiment shows that Greenland lost an average of 286 billion tons of ice per year between 1993 and 2016. Another similar result of global warming is that the glaciers are retreating almost everywhere around the world, including the Alps, Himalayas, Andes, Rockies, Alaska, and Africa. This is also associated with a decreasing level of snow covering mountains in the northern hemisphere. When we all think of this, we can ask ourselves one question. Where does all this ice go? Well, ice melts. The answer to the question is a simple one and yet a fatal one. As the ice melts, the sea levels rise. This is a city that is threatened by the rise in the sea levels. The global sea level has risen about 8 inches in the last century, and adding to the problem, the acidity of the surface of the ocean has increased by 30%. This all means trouble, big trouble for the coral reefs. While coral reefs only cover about 0.0025% of the oceanic floor, they generate half of Earth's oxygen and absorb nearly 1/3 of the carbon dioxide generated from burning fossil fuels. However, with the recent changes, our coral reefs are left vulnerable. The warming of the oceans leads to coral bleaching and infectious diseases, and sea level rise and change in storm patterns destruct in an immediate and long-term course of action, according to NOAA. As you can see, Mother Earth is not well. The hand of man have spoiled the soil and troubled the ecosystem where we live in. With the warming of the planet, other problems such as rising sea level and melting the ice caps have risen. Climate change is real and it is happening right now, and beware, it is affecting all of us. But I believe that the same hand can cure it if we act on time. That is why I believe we should treat Mother Earth with kindness. Thank you.